Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Just a quick update here throughout the day as we're getting closer and closer to the weekly candle close. For me at the moment, this is still the overall scenario to watch and to have on the radar at the moment. No reason to change it at the moment. We will change it when certain levels get broken. That's how it is, because it will get invalidated. One of such levels would be the 20.7k level. If we break below this, we have to change the scenario. It wouldn't be a massive change though, and we would still remain carefully bullish with 60% probability in the bullish scenario. It's simply too early to say if we really are in the bullish or the bearish one. So I have no idea if we will in the end move here to the upside, or if it is just a correction what we're doing here and we will make one more lower low. I am leaning towards the bullish scenario at the moment, but it is just too early to confirm it, because we're basically just in a range here and we're just hovering here sideways, and we have been doing so since the 18th of June really. We have moved up impressively since then. I mean, Bitcoin not that much, but other coins have. For example, Quant performed over 200%, Ethereum over 100%. And by the way, today we have entered the fire sale price range again. If you don't know the rainbow chart indicator of Bitcoin, it's worth having a look at lookintobitcoin.com. Today we have entered the lowest band again. Last time we did that was, I believe, around the 18th of June. And since then Bitcoin performed quite nicely, even though it wasn't as good as other coins, but still from the low. And that is when we entered that fire sale range, we performed like 40% to the top. As I said, Quant made 200%. And other coins also above 100%. Now, the overall count here still suggests that this was a wave 1, this a wave 2. We are now in the wave 3. In this wave 3, you have your first wave here, second wave here, and in that wave, we're also in the wave 3. And then there's a third 1-2 setup at the moment, 1, 2. This is going to hold until we break below 20.7k. And as long as this current level is holding, we can assume we will turn around in a wave 3. And would move to the upside and would eventually break here the high at 25.2k. If we break below 20.7k, it's not a problem. It would not necessarily invalidate, well, it invalidates the current wave count, but not the overall scenario. We would then purely get rid of 1-2 setup and look at it in terms of this was a 1-2 and another 1-2, and that all of this was just an A, B, C in a wave 2. So it wouldn't really change a lot. I would still maintain my view here, and it would become purely a expanded flat, a so-called expanded flat, where you have an overshooting wave B here and you come down below the low of the wave A, which would then be here. Not a problem. But overall, what is interesting now, if you want more detail, take a look at my previous video from today. What I want to do in this video, focus on the imminent price action here. So there's basically two possibilities here. It's too early to say if the low was in here or not. At the moment, we could be carefully optimistic, but as I said, it's just too early. So in the sort of, let's say, bullish scenario, let's say the low was in here in this wave 5. It would be a truncated wave 5, in my opinion, that this was the wave 4 here. We came down in a wave 5. It was a truncation. We slightly missed making another lower low, as you can see here. Maybe we did with a few cents. Did we? No, yeah, we actually made a lower low. Okay, so we made a lower low. That's all good then. And from here we could now count 5 waves up, possibly. This is how it would need to look like in the bullish scenario. That means we started from here in a wave 1 up in an impulse, came down in a correction, and we would now be moving up in a wave 3. That wave 3 again would have 5 subwaves, of course. But which levels we need to reach, that is now important. We draw the Fibonacci levels because it's not, it's good to be able to count 5 waves, but what we want to do, we want to reach the ideal Fibonacci levels as well, because otherwise it's not very certain. So what we need to reach here in this wave 3 would be the 21,980 level at least. That would give confidence that we are actually in the bullish scenario. After that, we want to see a retracement in a wave 4. Normally only like 20 to 30% of the length of the wave 3. And then we want to move up from there to the wave 5. A key level here, textbook level, would actually be the $22,500 level, the 2.618 Fibonacci extension. That is how it would need to perform, but it's purely at the moment a little bit too early to say if the low was already in or not. As I said already yesterday, when we were down there at around 20.7k, that we already saw a bullish divergence on the RSI to support our bullish case here. And on the 4-hour chart, we saw that as well, not only on the 1 hour. Yeah, and we also had a bullish crossover that happened today on the 4-hour, and the bullish crossover also here that happened yesterday on the 4-hour chart on the RSI, but we also saw a bullish divergence. So I think that already gave us a view that the price could certainly move higher from here, which it did, and also I accumulated pretty much at the low there yesterday and made channel members aware of that as well on Discord and Telegram. Irrespective of if we see one more lower low, I think it's a great price to get into Bitcoin at the moment to accumulate sort of medium term. Now, but it's too early to say if this is really going to play out as already the turnaround. It could very well be that we are still going to see here, this is only the wave 4, and we're still going to see a wave 5 to the downside. Why? Because at the moment we only see 3 waves here, as you can see. So it could still very much be that we will make one more lower low. The reason for that is that this retracement level that we currently see is actually perfect for this wave 4. I showed you that in the earlier video. If we draw the Fibonacci retracements of that wave 3 length, we can actually see that this target area is located between the 23.6% Fib level at 21,440 and the 38.2% Fib level at roughly 21,860. So this is the ideal level where you would expect a reversal down from a wave 4 into a wave 5. Yeah, so therefore, especially as we can currently only count 3 waves here, this could still be a wave 4 that will eventually lead to another wave 5 to the downside. Wouldn't be a problem. It would just mean there will be one more low, but I would still suggest higher prices throughout next week, even if we make that one more leg down. I think the RSI and the MACD have already started to move up. It will be interesting to see if this is going to play out, and if this is, and I go to the 1 hour chart, the wave 4, then we can at the moment look at this in terms of having an A, B, C scenario here. Yeah, a wave 4 also moves in 3 waves, and then we could count this as a wave A, this as a wave B, this as a wave C. With this information, we can count within this green area the ideal level where the wave C should end, and we do that by measuring the length of the wave A, adding it to the beginning of the wave C, and that would take us to the 21,750 level. That is the 1.618 extension. If we get above that level, it will already be very difficult to justify that this is still a wave 4, and it could then even much more likely be that, basically be that impulsive price action that I showed you before. Yeah, so you can already see that that 21,980 level that I just mentioned in the bullish scenario will be very relevant, because when we reach that level, we were actually moved above the green target zone, and we've moved above that 21,750 level for the wave C. And that will then make the bullish scenario much more likely. At the moment, I would be careful, I would remain cautious. And yeah, hopefully that information was useful. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership, and please make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. There's basically new information there every day or every couple of days, and that's also information you don't get anywhere else in the MCO world. All right, thank you, bye-bye.